What business model is better in 2019? Social media marketing or dropshipping? We're gonna talk about that in this video, so stay tuned. What is going on, guys? Sebastian and Esqueda here. If you guys are new to my channel, I own a digital marketing agency that specializes in web development, social media management, and digital marketing. I also operate several dropshipping stores and market through Instagram influencers or Facebook ads. That's the two streams of marketing that I do. So in this video, exactly what we're gonna discuss is I'm going to personally compare and contrast, because I run both businesses. I run a social media marketing agency. It also does web development, but for the gist, that's what the business is. And I also run dropshipping businesses. I've definitely noticed some benefits of each business, things that I like better than each, like better in each business, because there are definitely more pros and cons of each business, so it gets a little complex. I think they're different though, like understand that. I'm not trying to say one is better than the other. I'm just gonna say that like before I get started. They're just different. That's why I run them both, because they're both fun to run. There are different problems that I deal with, but yeah, they're different. So we're gonna get into it right now. Before we get this video started, I'm actually giving away a dropshipping store. All you have to do to potentially win is subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram, and DM me why you should win. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, we can move into the video. But my Instagram's linked below, so you guys can do that after the video. But yeah, let's get into the video. So we're gonna start by comparing the startup cost. Okay, we're gonna like go through certain sections and kind of just compare it on a completely binary, like yes or no, good or bad type of thing. So I'm not getting emotional or anything like that. So startup costs. A social media marketing agency requires $0 to start the business. You can go reach out to clients and ask them to run their social media, and you don't have to spend any money every single month to keep the business operating. I mean, obviously, if you own an LLC, you will have to keep your yearly payments going on through your LLC tax, but other than that, there really won't be any funds that you'll have to spend every single month with operating an SMMA. It's just a matter of treating the customer or your clients right and providing the services for them. I think this is huge because like you can go from having no money in your bank account to having 10 grand in your bank account in one day. That can be the power of SMMA. That's why I love the business model, and that's one of the reasons why I started it. It wasn't just to make money, it was because I had solid skills that, you know, I definitely could monetize, but also I wanted to help companies out, because there were so many people, like when I see someone with a bad website or a bad Instagram page, I just want to help them. Like I have ideas that go in my head and I'm like, okay, I can help you guys. Let me be of service. So that's how I look at it. But I mean, definitely you can make quite a bit of money on it, but there's no startup cost at all, which is awesome. Now with dropshipping, I mean, it's kind of difficult to say if there's a startup cost. So obviously you have to buy a domain. I suggest that if you have a .myshopify domain, it looks very bad and unprofessional. Although I did know someone who was scaling to like over $1,000 a day with that. So some could argue that you don't even need to buy a domain. I'm gonna say you need to buy the domain, and then you will have to end up spending the $30 minimum every single month to make a website on Shopify. There's the monthly fee that they charge, and then marketing costs. That will leave room for, I don't know, you can spend anywhere from like a few dollars a month to like hundreds of thousands a month, depending on how much you want to market. So there definitely is a sort of a cap on how much you can make, depending on how much money you have. So that's one of the downsides of dropshipping, I would say. Like obviously you can strike it rich. Like I had a store that I started. This was when I had no money. I started, paid an influencer $7. Generated like over $700 with one Instagram promotion through an influencer, so that was huge. I was like, wow. And it was a themed page, it wasn't an actual influencer, for those of you who are wondering, but that was a crazy turning point in my life. But that just showed me though, like still, I now had a few $100 in my bank account, and that was awesome. But I was at the point where I still didn't have enough to start working with like these huge influencers. So there definitely was a cap as to how much revenue I could generate because of the money I had. I wasn't in the best financial position. So next we're gonna get into sales. How easy is it to make sales with SMMA compared to dropshipping? So with dropshipping, I think it's very simple to get a sale. Like I literally made a video exposing my dropshipping store. If you guys haven't seen that, click this button right here, and you guys will be able to check it out. But I literally exposed my dropshipping store, and I got people like buying the product that I exposed on my dropshipping store for no reason. Like they just bought it because they wanted to, I guess, and support me in some way, which is awesome. I mean, I'll take free money, but it was kind of funny. Like, but making your sale with dropshipping is very simple. Like it's literally a matter of finding the right either influencer page, running ads to it, or turning on a Facebook ad if you have a lookalike audience. That's how I run my ads, so that's the only way I know. Once you have the data from Instagram, you can plug into Facebook and run LLA ads, which is like very easy to make sales. So I think it's very simple to make sales with dropshipping. Now, going into SMMA, I also think it's very easy to close clients and make sales, and the sales are way bigger. Like, you don't have to make as many sales. If I want to make 10 grand, I can call one person and have them pay me 10 grand to build them a website, and a lot of people would allow me to do it. So it's like one of those things where I don't have to work as hard. Well, not necessarily. So for me to make 10 grand with dropshipping, I'll have to make a lot of sales. I'll have to deal with a ton of potential customers. And I was talking to my dad about this too with one of my family's businesses. And he said the same exact thing with what I was saying. He was saying like, okay, well, we can do like tons of $1,500 orders, and that's awesome, but then we'll have to deal with customer service. But if I sell one person like 100 grand worth of X blank, I'm not gonna say exactly what it is, but like if I sell this person like a few hundred grand, now I'm dealing with like 60 products for just one person. So it's not 60 individual people, so I don't have to talk to all those people that are customers. It's just one that I can deal with. So that's the same thing I apply to dropshipping compared to SMMA. It's not like I have thousands of customers with SMMA every single day or every single month. Like, it's only a few that I work with, so it's not really too much on the customer service side, because you're just checking in on your clients and making sure you're doing everything properly. You have meetings here and there, but with dropshipping, there definitely is a higher amount of time that you'll have to input with customer service, because you're getting one person buying one thing that's maybe $20 to $100, or we'll just say $10 to $100 on average, and then you're just having to deal with a ton of people. So if you want to make 10 grand in sales, you'll have to generate 100 sales at $100 sale price, and you'll have to be able to talk to 100 people. Whereas if I build a website, I can charge one person $10,000, and I have to deal with one person. So that's pretty simple. I mean, to each their own though. I definitely enjoy dealing with one person. Some people don't like dealing with people in person, so we'll get into all that as well, and later down this video. Number 3, we're gonna talk about scalability. How fast can you scale with each business model? So I believe with SMMA, it's very simple to go from like 0 to 10K a month. That's a very easy thing. I did that first month when I just launched my SMMA, or digital marketing agency. I literally generated $10,000 within a week of owning the SMMA, which was awesome. So that was very easy to scale to 10K. But the thing is, you're putting in tons and tons of work when you're doing this. Now, obviously you can outsource. That's something I'm not gonna be outsourcing. I'm gonna be having people that work under me, because I need them to be like my people. So I definitely will have web developers. I'll have social media marketers. I'll have digital marketers or social media managers and digital marketers on my team, to where now I'm talking to the clients, checking in on them, but I have my team running everything, because then I'll be able to like oversee it, but I'll also be able to go close more clients. So before I get there, I'm now doing all the work, which it's fine. Like I enjoy it, but the problem is I can't scale up. I can't be doing $100,000 by myself. I can maybe, but I would be like, have no time for myself, and I would just be making money to literally like just make money, and I wouldn't have much time to live. So that's why I'm not gonna scale to that point until I have found people that I can have build websites for me, that I can have post social media content for my clients, and that I can have run ads for my clients. Until that point, I will be running it on my own. Now with dropshipping, the awesome thing about dropshipping, I can scale a store from like $0 or a few sales to, once I get enough data, I can scale that up very quickly. The thing is I don't have to go in person and talk to people all the time. And fulfilling orders, I can hire VAs, because my customers really don't care who's doing the work. I think with SMMA and doing client work, a lot of people want to make sure that they're getting the proper work done. So they would, like, if you outsource it, you want to be sure that you're doing it with the right people, which is hard to find. A lot of people are very crappy with work, so you have to make sure you're finding the right people to outsource and to delegate the work to. But with dropshipping, it's kind of as simple as like finding someone who can fulfill orders, finding someone who could either manage your ads if you want them to, or manage ads yourself, and then also finding people to manage customer service, which those all 3 things are very simple to do. So I think, I'm gonna give the winner for the scaling part to dropshipping. The only downside, I mean, this is not even a bad downside, but you could get payment methods locked. You could have funds locked on PayPal. Stripe could close down your Stripe payments. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can do, but overall, I am going to give that round to dropshipping, just because I think it's very easy to scale. Like, the input from time to money, I think dropshipping long term, like you can scale it very quickly and have it be kind of more passive. Like SMMA, you definitely will have to put in more work, which is fine. I enjoy that, so that's why I run both of them, because I'm not really complaining. Now, here's the thing. There's like, I don't even have a category for this, but look, a lot of people are insecure and like not comfortable with talking to people in person. A lot of people may be insecure about their age. Some people think they're too young to run a business, which is fine. Some people think they look funny, or that they talk weird, or that they're, that they're antisocial, or like anything. So this is where I want to discuss something. So with a social media marketing agency, it's hard to have an agency if you're very introverted, very shy. Because when you go into meetings and you display shyness and you display insecurities and you display being introverted, it's hard to talk to your potential clients. So if you're going in there and you have stuff in your head but now you can't display it, it's hard to close clients. So I would say if you're like that, a lot of people think like, oh, well, I'll just do dropshipping because then I'll never have to talk to people. Yeah, you probably still will, because you're gonna probably eventually want to start a personal brand and then all this stuff, or maybe like go to speaking events or be a speaker or something, because it's never enough for anyone, trust me. No matter what point you're at, you always want more if you're an entrepreneur. I know you probably know what I'm talking about, but when you get to a certain point, it's like who cares about the money? You still need to be a secure person. You need to be able to talk to people and have normal conversations. So this is where a lot of people say like, yeah, dropshipping is the way to go if you're like that, because then you don't have to talk to people. It's like, yeah, that's fine, but what happens when you're walking down the street and you see a girl that you like and that you think is cute, but you can't talk to her because you're introverted, or you're insecure, or you're shy? Like, there's clearly stuff you need to learn. But I think the benefit of SMMA is it allows me, like, I'm literally out of my comfort zone all the time. When I'm in meetings, I'm talking with business owners who generate millions of dollars a year, and I'm like some kid who generates, I don't know, a few $100,000 a year for now, which is still solid, but it's not where they're at yet. So it's definitely weirder to discuss things with them, and it puts me out of my comfort zone, which I really enjoy, because if you're not out of your comfort zone, you're normally not growing, and you're normally not bettering yourself and setting yourself up for the future. You're just kind of staying content, which is never something that people should strive to be. Content is like terrible. So that's my comparison for both these businesses. I think they're both very valuable. I run both. I own a digital marketing agency. I've owned it for like, I don't know, 2 months. I think the awesome thing is though, like with my SMMA, if I make 10 grand, it's profit. Like I literally have that money sitting in my bank account. Obviously before taxes, so you have to put away the proper amount. I put away a lot more than I need to, just because I enjoy saving money and having it pile up, because like when I see my bank account growing, I like it. But with dropshipping, you can definitely break even and lose money on marketing and fulfilling orders and stuff, or if suppliers increase pricing, which they've done to me and have F'd me before. But most of the time, if you can run a successful ad, you will do well. I had a buddy who spent 3 grand on an ad like a day ago or 2 days ago, and generated like over 6 grand from the ad. So it was awesome to see him do that. I've known him for like 2 years, so that was awesome. If you're watching this, you know who you are. But yeah, I think they're both good businesses. I think there are downsides to each business, and guys, the grass is never greener on the other side. Maybe you're watching this and you do SMMA and you're like, well, maybe I should move into dropshipping. And then you're gonna start it and realize like they're kind of like not the same thing, but there probably are still problems in both businesses. Or maybe you dropship and you wanna start an SMMA. There are problems in both of them. Trust me, I own both. I understand both of the businesses very well, so I, take my word for it, please. A lot of people get shiny object syndrome and just like constantly wanna join a new business because they think this is gonna be the one that makes me $1 million. No. I talked to my brother right now during lunch. I was eating Pyology. Little story, if you don't want to hear this, you can skip and like, I don't know, exit out of this video. But he asked me, Seb, what's the one thing that you could say like would make someone successful? And I said the willingness to change. Now the thing is a lot of people think that's like like you need to be motivated and driven. All that stuff, yes. But if you're in a position right now where you don't have things in your life, you are in that position because you have not changed enough as a person to achieve that stuff. So for myself, when I didn't have my M3 and I didn't have all this stuff and I didn't have a big YouTube channel, I hadn't changed to become a person who deserved it, almost in a sense. So I had to change to end up making more money, to be able to afford a car. So now I bought the M3 in cash, and then to be able to travel the world and to be able to do all this stuff, I had to change as a person. I had to give up bad habits. I had to change some of my friends and, switch them out with more motivated people. I had to do a lot of stuff. So guys, this is not a way for me to say like, pick this business or pick this one. No. just understand whichever one you're in, be willing to change, be willing to go hard, and be willing to stay consistent. But other than that, hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please be sure to smash that like button and click that beautiful looking subscribe button below. And if you do have any comments or recommendations, you can always drop those in the comment section below. And also do not forget that I am giving away that dropshipping store. It's professionally set up. I have a professional looking site and product that's winning on there, so you guys will be able to scale it up and run tons of ads to it. If you guys again are interested, be sure you're subscribed, follow my Instagram, and DM me why you should win. And I'll be picking the winner February 1st at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Other than that, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.